good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Tuesday morning. We have some showers and thunderstorms. They're actually kind of more in this area right now. So this futurecast, a little off on the placement, but not too bad right now, actually. And they are pushing southeastward at this time here. Right in here. So we do have some severe weather with this, including large hail up to an inch in diameter, some 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts with some of this activity. So we're going to continue to monitor that through the morning. But I do expect more of this activity to push southeastward this morning before clearing out by the noon hour or so, maybe a little early in the afternoon here. But the clouds may actually kind of stick around for many of us today, which is going to keep temperatures down, partly to mostly cloudy skies. Maybe some smoky haze once again. That's another thing that kind of kept those temperatures down yesterday. As we get into this evening, we are going to be looking at a slight chance of rain and thunderstorms for pretty much any one location. It's not a great chance, but can't rule something out this evening and overnight tonight. Tomorrow, I would say most places will be dry. It's not a very good chance of rain, although it can't rule something out. Partly sunny skies, a little bit warmer, but then a cold front is going to drag through as we get into tomorrow night. That frontal boundary kind of right in that area right there by 5 o'clock tomorrow. That's going to push southeastward, bringing one more push of rain and thunderstorms Wednesday evening, overnight Wednesday night, although most of it's going to be before midnight, and then that will clear the area as we get towards Thursday morning, and we'll cool down a little bit for the end of the week. There is a low-end marginal risk of severe storms, even this morning, so it's not just later today, but really any time today. Really this morning, and then again towards this evening, a chance of severe weather for large hail, severe wind gusts out there. Not anticipating big-time severe weather, but a few severe storms not out of the question. We've already seen some of those this morning. Tomorrow, with that cold front coming through in the evening, once again, a small chance of severe weather for any one location in this green shaded area as that front pushes southeastward. And then the threat looks to shift to our south and southwest for Thursday, so not as much of a severe weather threat. Highs today going to be on the cooler side again, like what we saw yesterday. High temperatures only in the mid to upper 70s over much of eastern and central Nebraska, maybe a few spots near 80. A little warmer down south and out here to the west as the bigger heat gets shoved to the west, where there'll be more 90s in the panhandle of Nebraska. Tomorrow morning, we're down into the low and mid-60s for overnight lows, and then highs for tomorrow back to the 80s, but not overly hot as our next cold front begins to approach from the northwest. Cooler air pushes southeastward. Thursday morning, back into the 60s for overnight lows, some 50s up north. And then for your day on Thursday, high temperatures, upper 70s, lower to mid-80s for the most part, maybe some mid-70s out west. Look at the panhandle of Nebraska. Upper 60s and low to mid-70s there. Enjoy it while it lasts because the heat will be returning soon. You see it on a 7-day forecast. We'll start with the next 3 days. Again, warming up tomorrow, but then coming back down Thursday and Friday some more often on small chances of rain and thunderstorms, mainly at night. One final chance on Saturday as it begins to warm up Saturday, but then the heat begins to build in a lot more Sunday and Monday. The 90s are returning, and it could be holding tough next week. In fact, maybe triple-digit heat by next Wednesday. We'll see. But certainly going to feel a lot more heat on the way as we get into next week. One final graphic I want to show you, and that is this temperature trend graphic, basically showing you what the temperatures are going to be looking like in the days ahead. So we've had big-time heat over the desert southwest. That has been talked about a lot in the national news the last few days. But we keep getting clipped by these cool shots that kind of wrapping around a big upper-level low over Hudson Bay and the Great Lakes right in here. Those cool shots that come southward right over our area. So basically the jet stream is about right in here, okay? And so we're in the middle of that jet, which has kept us kind of stormy when that jet's nearly overhead. It keeps us a little stormy and it keeps us from getting super hot, but also not too cool out there. So we've been kind of right in the middle. So watch what's going to happen. Now, again, we're not going to get too hot these next couple of days. As more shots of cool air, there's the late week cool down, Thursday and Friday. But then look what happens next week. Starting this weekend, actually, Saturday into Sunday, that heat's going to start to build in here already by Sunday, and then next week it's going to build almost right overhead. Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to see the heat right over top of us here. Maybe late next week it starts to break down, but I don't know if that's even going to happen here. So the final part of July, it looks like that last week or so of July, we're going to start to get in on a little more summer heat. We haven't had a lot this summer yet, and we may start to feel it a lot more as we get into next week here. So, but it had to come sometime, right? But, so far it's been a good summer. We've had some good rain in many locations. More of you are getting it this morning. Watch that severe weather, though. I'll be doing cut-ins throughout the day on the Today Show if needed. Otherwise, I'll let you all go for it today, but I want to thank you all for watching on this Tuesday morning. I'll see you all again on Wednesday with all the latest. Take care, and God bless. Bye.